Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 10 o'clock on August 15th, 2023, and some areas really got a lot of rain overnight, particularly Suffolk County. And you can see right now on the satellite, a bunch of storms are blowing up off to the south, just actually off the Jersey shore. So let's go to the radar, and we'll show you these storms here. And you can see here they are. So you can see the storms here. So there were some heavy storms over the Jersey shore, but it was overnight that we really saw a lot of rain, particularly in the east end. And I want to just go to the Ventus sky and show you. We're going to rewind the radar and show you what happened in the overnight hours. So we had this was associated with a warm front. This heavy rain came through Nassau, and then what wound up happening was kind of sat over Suffolk County. You can see here 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So it really put a lot of rain down over Suffolk County. Not so much over Nassau as much, but you could see that heavy, heavy rain. There was some incredibly heavy rain with this line, especially because as it went to Suffolk, and it was a good soaking for parts of Suffolk County. So let's go back to the Weather Service and look at the rainfall totals. And we're just going to go over the rainfall totals. You can see a lot of areas got over an inch, even in New Jersey, northern Jersey got over an inch. But these are where really some impressive, and you can see LaGuardia got 1.54. So looking at, let's see Nassau County first of all. Nassau County, only an inch in Great Neck, so, Nassau didn't get hit as hard, but Suffolk County, particularly West Hampton, so that Pine Barrens area really got a lot of rain. How about 3.90 inches? How about that? Remsenburg, Spionk, 3.21 inches. Center Merchants, 2.62 inches. Mattatuck, 2.57. Shirley, 2.55. I'm not going to read all of these, but you can see that area of Suffolk County really got over that West Hampton reading is incredible, how much rain fell there. Meanwhile, you go to Riverhead, it's 1.54, so it's a lot less over there. Shirley Airport, the Shirley Airport got 1.54. Let's see if we can find Islip in here, 1.17. So not as much. It was mainly, like I said, Suffolk County. The rain, there was just heavy rain that just kind of lasted. You were getting an inch an hour for like 3 to 4 hours. So in some areas, so no wonder it amounts to that amount of rain, which is really incredible to see. And so as far as the kind of day we had today, kind of cloudy, muggy, and then it felt like a little less humid later on in the day, but it kept going back and forth. I want to show you some of the. I actually took a video of the sky because it was really. This is what it was like in the afternoon. You could see a mix of cumulus and cirrus, and then as you got toward the evening here, 6 o'clock, that was Anvil cirrus started flowing over from the storms in New Jersey, and gave us some really pretty scenes to look at here. Let's go back to those. So you can see some really pretty scenes to look at here with the cirrus, and then you had some lower clouds here. We had an east wind, so the winds did become easterly, and you could see again some of the really nice. What are you doing? Some of the really nice clouds here that we had in the sky here. So it's all a little altocumulus, a little cirrus there. Really pretty clouds to look at. Cirrus as well. See here as well. That's all Anvil cirrus, and you can see here again. Look at that. So that's again some really nice altocumulus and cirrus there. And again, it's all Anvil from the Anvil that was popping up from the storms in New Jersey. And that Anvil actually brought some rain, a second bout of rain to some areas as well. So we'll talk about that as well. This is what it looked like from the lake at Massapequa again, because I went there and I wanted to look at it. And you can see this is the Anvil right here, kind of going over us. And then we had lower clouds kind of come in here and give us like kind of, I don't know, these lower clouds came in after that rain. So, let's go back to the radar here. I want to rewind the radar again, just show you what happened. So this is what happened this evening here. So we had another batch of storms over here in Jersey fire up 6 o'clock. You could see some of these were severe, I think. 7 o'clock, you can see it kind of goes out over the water. And then we actually get a little bit of rain from the Anvil over parts of the South Shore. Not everybody got hit. It seemed like we went through it on the train, but when I got to Lynbrook and got off, it was dry. So not everybody got that little bit of rain there from that anvil. And then there's a second storm here popping up, and that also goes to the south and kind of dies out. We'll have to, and again, a little bit of rain on the south shore there. So when we get to the current radar, again, you'll see that rain off to the south here. So let's go to the map here. And first of all, you'll notice, yep, we got excessive heat warnings out west now until 11 p.m. Wednesday. So it's going to be a hot day in the Pacific Northwest tomorrow. Probably not that hot there right now. Let's see how hot it is. Oh, it's hot. How about 102 in the Dalles? Oh, my God. That's hot. So this is incredible heat for the Pacific Northwest. Man, that's not good. That's going to make the fire situation a lot worse there. That's why you got the heat and red flag warnings in effect. 90 in Boeing Field in King County. So, yeah, pretty hot. 98. Ellsberg, I mean, at least the dew point's 53, but at least it's not humid, but that's some really hot weather. 104. So, yeah, that's what we got. And what's this here? We got a fire weather watch as well for a good part of Idaho and eastern Washington. So more fires are going to break out, I'm sure. And if we look at Canada, I bet you this heat goes into Canada. Yeah, it does. It goes into British Columbia here. So, wow, 102 at Lytton. And I believe that town had a bad fire several years back. 102 in Kamloops. 102! The dew point's 45. So, yeah, that's really incredible. What was the high there? 104. Oh, my gosh. That's insane. That's insane. It is never supposed to get that hot there. Just goes to show you the disturbing thing. What do we have? What's this pink area in the Great Lakes here? What's this for? Gale watch. All right. So getting into our area right now. Temperatures 72, 74. Of course, in the alley, it's more like 76. So 74 on Call Play. 72 at Republic. Dew point is 69. Islip, 70. The dew point is 68. So the dew points may have dropped off a little bit. It seems like we've got trying to get a little bit of less humid air into the area, just a little, slightly less humid air trying to come in. But as you know, this front is stalling out, and we're not really going to see the dry air that we were hoping we were going to get tomorrow. That's not going to be happening, and as a result, the sunshine will probably be stolen as well. So let's go to our highs. And you see highs generally on Long Island, generally low 80s, and further out east, not even above 80, only 70s. Jersey, much hotter. Wow, it got to 90 in Toms River. So that's because there's this front that stalled out, and they're south of the warm front, and so much hotter there versus Long Island. So really much hotter, and I'm kind of curious to see. It's still 77 right now. Let's see if we can get the observation at Lakehurst. It's Fort Dix. Want Lakehurst. Lakehurst in here. Lakehurst is missing. Well, we have Fort Dix. So 75 with a dew point of 71. So your day in New Jersey was a lot worse. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Near 90 today. Dew point's well into the 70s. So, yeah, it was a brutal day in Jersey. Well, you're not there in Jersey because it was brutal. Again, south of that warm front. That's what happens. Let's look at our climate statistics for the day. And Islip only got to 80, so but still 1 degree above normal because of that warm overnight low with 1.17 rainfall. And yes, we are above normal for the month by almost 2 inches of rain. Central Park, 80 degrees. They were about 1 degree below normal. Now, let's see what happens when I hit Newark. It's so hot in Jersey, it doesn't even want to work. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I guess we're not going to see Newark. See, it doesn't even want to see Newark because it's too hot there. So, going back to the satellite imagery here, let's look at, you can see there's a little bit of smoke, so I'm going to just pan this out a little bit. Let's see if we have an Eastern North America would be nice. If they had a Eastern North America view here. I know it's in here somewhere. Northeast Great Lakes, but they don't have. Or let's look at the Great Lakes one. No, we'll look at the Northern Canada one. You can see there's a little bit of smoke here. We'll have to see if we're going to get into that. But like I said, I'm more concerned about later in the week, toward the weekend. We have a stronger cold front. So let's look at the Canada, Northern U.S. one. And you can see, yeah, this is exactly what I'm worried about. So actually, let me make this a 2036 frame loop here. So you can see all the smoke that's up here. Look at all that smoke right there. So yeah, let's pause that right there. You can see all that smoke. So this is our cold front for the weekend. So behind it, we'll have to see if we get into this smoke. It's too big because there's a lot of clear air over here. But north of it, there's a lot of smoke. And if we look at the Pacific Northwest, I'm sure with the heat that's going on there, it's going to be even worse. The smoke, yeah, look at all that smoke right there going on. So you can see all the fires going here. Oh, wow, look at that. So it looks like we got 3 new fires here. We'll just put this back to 36 here. We'll stop it right there. Look at that. We have 3 big new fires now in Washington State. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one just north of the border. Look at this. I mean, this is incredible and very, very alarming, I might add. So let's go look at the southeastern Alaska view. And you can see these fires still going here in the Northwest Territories. Look at this. Again, I'll pause this before the sun goes down here. Look at that. These are just going nuts over here. So it's really incredible. So we're going to be dealing with smoke again, and I think we're going to be dealing with it. So this is the MODIS satellite. Here's our Lando cane type of system right here. Smoke over here. And then, yeah, look at all this brown here. This is all smoke. That's all heading toward Greenland, too. That's all smoke over there. And then, yeah, you can see Alaska over here. So, really incredible. So I want to go back to the weather and hazards map, and I want to look at some observations actually from up there in the Arctic and see if they're actually reporting smoke in places like Nunavut. I got to find that Nunavut up here. I don't know. Somewhere up here. I don't remember where, but let's see. 46 degrees. There's no observation on the visibility here, so let's see if we can find one here. They got light rain over there. Light rain over there. It says visibility 15 miles. Let's see if there's any smoke being reported here. Yep, there is smoke being reported. Yeah, they did actually have smoke being reported yesterday. This is Spence Bay Airport. That is way, way up there. That's crazy. It's crazy to have smoke over there. Let's see, Cambridge Bay. Light rain shower. All right, so they're getting some rain, but they might have had smoke yesterday. Let's see if we had... I should have checked these yesterday. I don't see anything here. That's Northwest Territories. All right. I'd like to find Nunavut. Here's another one. Here's another observation here. It's cold there at least, but they may have some smoke. No notices of smoke, but I think it might just be in the upper levels. It's possible. It's just in the upper levels. It's not reaching the surface there, but these are very remote areas. To see smoke in the Arctic Circle is extremely, extremely disturbing. And let's see if we can Alec National Park here. There's just enough cold air, I think, near the surface to force the smoke aloft. That's what I think. You're not seeing any smoke reports, but there are some. And, the smoke's going to make it all the way to Greenland, too. So, let's go to the models now. We talked about the smoke, and we'll talk about the smoke again before I wrap up this weather update. So, here's your high pressure. That would have brought us nice weather, but you see we also have an Atlantic ridge. Stall front syndrome tomorrow into Thursday. Chance of showers and clouds. And once we finally get this mess out of here Friday and into the weekend, and then... I'm not going to go into next week in this weather update here, but we will look at it here. It looks like next week is not looking brutal. That's the good news. So it looks like it has backed off. Of course, there's a couple of it's way, way out. I'm not even going to go there. So let's go to the HRRR 0Z. And you'll see there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. And then tomorrow, we'll also have a slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm. Very slight, and it would be very isolated. But again, with that front in the vicinity. And then for Thursday, you'll see, more chances for showers and thunderstorms. Though it looks pretty scattered. This is the cold front right here. And this is my concern, is behind this cold front we're going to have a lot of smoke. So let's go to the dew points here. So obviously staying humid, it probably won't be oppressively humid, but it'll be humid. Easterly winds tomorrow. We'll see you have that easterly flow, so it's going to keep the temperatures down. You see the drier air is just, the drier air is just off to the west. You could see if we were off to the west, we would have gotten into it. It even gets into western parts in Jersey, actually, a little bit. So, like, Philadelphia might get into some lower dew points. But I think it's going to be hot. And then for Thursday, we continue with the easterly wind. So that will keep it from getting hot, at least. Temperatures, obviously not dropping that much tonight. And then tomorrow, you can see, though, it's drier, but look at how hot it is around Philadelphia, near 90. Whereas the east wind here, we have 70. So if you're in Jersey, it'll probably be hotter. Because, again, got this, it's almost like there's a backdoor cold front that's kind of stuck here, which, again, backdoor cold fronts in August, very weird to have. And tomorrow night, not going to drop back too much, up to 60s. And then Thursday, similar deal, hotter in Jersey, cooler here. And then we await this cold front here that will bring relief. If we look at the dew points here on the GFS, actually enough, the GFS is a little more of a southerly flow here, but you'll see Friday, the front finally comes through and dew points drop with northwest winds in 50s, dew points in the 50s, and then the weekend should be very nice and comfortable, dew points in the 40s. So it should be very nice if we don't have the smoke, but I have a feeling we might be dealing with the smoke. So here are your air temperatures. TFS a little more bullish on the temperatures as far as being warmer, but I still think it's going to be cooler on Long Island versus Jersey. And then for Saturday, you'll see it cools down, 70s for only highs. But look at that. We get one day, and then, boom, we're in the heat again because we get the return flow on Sunday, though the dew points will still be low. We'll be dealing with temperatures in the 90s. And then, one day of heat on Monday, and then this cold front comes through and drops things down again quite a bit into next week. So let's look at our skies. Obviously, this doesn't count the smoke. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll be having some clouds. There might be breaks of sunshine. This is the GFS low resolution. And then Thursday, you can see it looks like it's got clouds parked over us, but just to the west, it's got sunshine. And then here we are Friday, clearing skies. And then Saturday should be nice. And Sunday, we may have some serious clouds around. But, of course, we'll have to see about the smoke. Let's look at the RGEM. RGEM for tomorrow. So RGEM actually seems to want to give us some sunshine tomorrow. We'll have to see. Maybe we will get some sunshine tomorrow. We'll have to see if we can make it happen. Because Thursday we'll definitely be dealing with more clouds. And then Friday, here comes the front. And again, behind it, we could be dealing with smoke. So you know what that leads us into? The smoke model. So here we go. Vertically integrated smoke. Here we go. So this is tomorrow we're looking at. And this is Thursday. And I don't think we're going to get all the way till Friday. But you can see it might bring some down. So we're going to have to see. It's really hard to say what's going to happen. Because it's very hard to predict, especially that far out. But look at all these fires going on. So we may be dealing with some smoke. So I'm going to run the near surface smoke as well. Because I think we're going to be dealing with some near surface smoke too. I mean, there's just so much going on up there. I don't see how we're not going to get back into it again. Look at that near surface smoke. Looks like Wisconsin is going to get nailed. Maybe Illinois. And we'll have to see. We may be getting into it too. Because, again, we've had... we're going to go look at the MODIS. Well, actually, we'll look at the GOES East. Let me go back to GOES. And I'll just show you what we've been dealing with here in eastern Canada here. Let's, all right, we'll just do the Canada, northern U.S., flash intensity. We're concerned about thunderstorms here. So they've had thunderstorms. Let me go way back here. Well, it doesn't like doing along thing. But you can see there have been thunderstorms here along this front, so that's the concern, and those could spark new fires. And you got to remember, even if there's rain, you can see all the smoke behind this front. So that's what I'm concerned about, is that we're going to be dealing with a lot of smoke, unfortunately, and it might ruin our weekend. Even though we'll have cooler temperatures, it could be quite smoky. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.